All right, so we're looking for you on dealing with vertex form and how to fully write equations. And I'm also going to extend into how to write from vertex form to standard form. So let's just remember that vertex form is y equals some value a, which remember controls how wide it is, x minus h squared plus k. All right, and we can see in this, if we look at this, how many variables we have here. We have y, we have a, we have x, we have h, and we have k. So if we want to find any one of these things, then we would have to be given 4. And that's what happens when somebody tells you the vertex. So let's say, I'm just making this up, let's say the vertex is at 2, -3. So if I was looking at this graph, here's 2, here's -3. Right now I know here's the vertex. I don't know anything else about it, but let's say that they tell me another point is on this graph. All right, so let's say they tell me that the point -1, 6 is on this graph. So they're telling me 3, 4, 5, 6. They're telling me that this is here. So I roughly know that this parabola looks something like this, if I just sketched it in. And they're asking me, well, what is the equation? So I have to remember that the vertex, that in this form, this is h comma k, that we're having the vertex. So what do I know so far? I know that y equals a. I don't know what a is, right? A is controlling how wide that is, but I don't know it. I know that this must be x minus 2 because I was given that value. And there's a squared there. And then I know it must be plus k because k was also given. So plus 3. Nope, not plus 3, sorry, because it was -3. This needs to be -3. So now I have that in there, but I still don't know a. Now I could choose any x and find a y, but I don't really, if I don't know a, I can't really find y. So I have to use this point, right? I have to use that this is an x and that this is a y. So now, and then once I know x and y, I can find a. So let's go ahead and do that. I know that y is 6 equals, I don't know a yet, but I do know x. X is -1, right? That x is -1. I then have the -2 squared -3. So now I just have to be careful because this looks really confusing. I'm going to go to one color just to make it simpler. So 6 I can't do anything with. A I still can't do anything with, but -1 minus 2 is -3. I still have that squared -3, so I can again keep simplifying. -3 squared is 9. So I'm going to say 9 times a because we usually don't write a9, right? That's going to look bad. I don't like that. And then this -3, right? I can now say, oh, I just have a simple equation. I want to know a plus 3 plus 3. I have 9 equals 9a. A equals 1, right? Because I divided both sides by 9. So, and I kind of made it look that way, right? Like a normal opening parabola. Got kind of lucky with the numbers I picked. Okay, so now what does my model look like? We have 1, or y equals 1 times x. I'm still keeping that -2 because that is there, -3, and I'm done. Now, if I wanted this to become standard form, right? Standard form is y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. Well, I could multiply this out. I could start to say y equals x minus 2 times x minus 2 minus 3. That's going to be x squared minus 2x is -4x plus 4 minus 3. Y equals x squared minus 4x plus 1, right? And that would be standard form for that same parabola. So let's just go through what we did. We used the vertex and we put that into vertex form. Then we use the point because the point is telling us x and the point is telling us y, and that allowed us to find a. And we can see even whether we're in vertex form or standard form, we still get that a is a 1. All right, I hope this was helpful, and you can solve the first test question now.